In this problem, they just wanted us to show that when you have a frame and a pulley, you can get an equivalent loading of the frame and basically get rid of the pulley. And why that is if we just basically break the pulley and the frame apart, we can see that the pulley is there's a reaction force where the pulley is attached to the frame. Okay? And so we have our forces from the rope on the pulley, and then those forces must be balanced to keep the pulley in equilibrium, balanced by the forces at the pivot point. And those are internal loads, and those have to be equal and opposite to what's on the frame. So we can see that in the end, this and this are the same, and this are the same. It's just we basically collapse them to a pivot point. It would be like collapsing the pulley. Well, kind of like collapsing the pulley to have a zero radius. Although sometimes you're going to have moments created because these forces are actually acting at an offset distance from the center. And then in the second case where we had the rope kind of coming over here and over the pulley and then down, we see that if we cut the rope, then we have this tension here acting, and that's equal and opposite to the tension in the rope on the pulley. And then we have the vertical component here of the rope. And so these two things, to keep the pulley in equilibrium, we need to have loads at the pivot point to offset. So that keeps that in equilibrium. Then we have to have equal and opposite loads over here to basically Newton's third law to keep the internal loads equal and opposite. So we have an equal and opposite load over here. So here we can see that in this case it actually does. If we had a zero radius pulley, this force would actually be down here. So the radius does matter. It's just that when we're looking at the forces transferred from the pulley to the structure, we can just put the loads at the center of the pulley, just because to keep the pulley itself in equilibrium.